We are live. Travis finally hit the red button, Bub, and it's my favorite time of day.
41st time.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode. We are here live in the basement for episode 41 of the 740 Sports Show. As always, I'm joined by my lifelong brother, Bub. Bub, welcome to the show. We said by the chin. You got to talk. Come on, Bub. Anyway, welcome to the show, Bub. And as always, we thank you for being here. We got episode 41 lined up. As always, we're in great company today. Joined by the Ross County Trailblazers here. We are joined by Coach Kev. Coach Kev, thank you for being here.
Oh, not a problem.
All right. And David Horsley, an athlete.
Being here.
All right. And David, pass that over to Kelton here. Kelton, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right. Kelton Downs also joining us here. So go ahead. Lace them up a little tighter tonight. This one's going to get interesting. We're going to have a lot of fun here, right here on episode 41 of the 740 Sports Show. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a very awesome edition, Bub, of the 740 Sports Show. One that I've been super excited about. One that someone who may not make it to camera today, Andrea Downs, the mama bear of the program, Bub.
Yeah, I think that was a very good description.
The mama bear of the program. She, her and I, we've been trying to make this work for several weeks now, and finally, it's all culminated to today, and we're going to have a lot to talk about, man. We are joined by Coach Kev. Coach Kev, man, thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Man, this is awesome. And Coach Kev is the powerlifting coach for the Ross County Special Olympics team, also the Ross County Trailblazers, just to put the mascot to it. An awesome group. We're joined by some multi-sport athletes today. And we got David here with us and Kelton here with us, and they're going to talk about what they experienced yesterday. Both these guys competed yesterday here in the powerlifting meet, and that was a pretty big one, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
All right. So pretty big one, and you guys did some pretty big things, so we're going to talk about some of those big things here. But first and foremost, Coach Kev, we're going to start with kind of everything that goes into all of this, because I know that you're going to be one of the guys that sees all of it. The blood, the sweat, the tears, all of it. So go ahead and the floor is yours, man. Give us a moment and just shed some light on what these guys do and kind of what you do too. And don't be afraid to toot your own horn, man.
Okay. I'll tell you a little bit about my background first.
Yeah, please.
I'm 3.5 or 4 years competing in next generational powerlifters.
Okay. That's a great group.
Yeah, it is.
That's a really great group.
It is.
It's a group that empowers people, and I've done one of their meets.
Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana.
Yeah.
Actually, David's the one that got this ball rolling.
David. Yes, sir.
Boy, David, we love it, David.
Yeah, they were trying to get him involved in Special Olympics, and he said, the only thing I really want to do is powerlift.
Yeah.
And they didn't have it, and so David kind of tooted my horn. He goes, "This is the guy you need to get."
Okay.
So they reached
David.
out, and we're 2 years in now. First year was 4 to 5 athletes, and we took 10 up yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, doubled it every year.
Man, that's crazy. And talk to me about that meet yesterday. It was a pretty big meet for you guys yesterday.
Yeah, it was. We qualified every athlete.
Okay.
They had to have
national. Was it a national qualifier, state qualifier?
Regional
qualifier.
Qualifier for their state event.
Okay, that's awesome, man.
So they each had to complete a successful bench and a successful deadlift, one of the 3 attempts to qualify.
Okay.
And everyone qualified.
That's awesome, man. You said 10 athletes.
Yeah.
That's great. 10 athletes made it up there, and every one of them qualified.
Yeah, we had
that's batting 1,000, Bub.
Yeah, we had
that's batting 1,000, Bub.
We had multiple coaches come up to us yesterday. They're like, wow, only 2 years in, and all of your guys.
Yeah.
Forms, everything's spot on.
Yeah. So. That's great. I know, obviously you guys are performing. I mean, performing at high levels. We love that. So talk to me about what's going into some of that, man. I mean,
Yeah,
you had 10 athletes perform well.
Yeah, we started beginning of March.
Okay.
About 7 weeks. I've had them on a regimen. When they first come in, I kind of test them, see where they're at.
Yeah.
And then last week, heading into the competition, tested them to see how far they came in the 6-week plan.
Yeah.
And each of them had at least added 25, 30 pounds in 6 weeks.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a great increase.
And then the adrenaline kind of took over yesterday.
Yeah.
And at least on the deadlift portion of things, every athlete came away with a new PR.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And talk to me. You and Andrea mentioned one very special athlete that isn't with us today, had an incredible deadlift. Talk to me about. Give me that athlete's name and then tell me what that athlete accomplished, please.
Yeah, Josh Thompson. He came to me wanting to learn to bench, and the 6-week time, we ended up kind of talking to him, and he's like, didn't want to be excluded from anything. So
Yeah.
So with only one practice, he decided to have the courage to step on that platform yesterday and deadlift it after only one practice.
That's crazy. And for those of us who may not know, why is that so special for Josh?
Because Josh he's had a stroke on both the right and left side.
Yeah.
So he's got nerve damage on both sides.
Yeah.
And he struggles to stabilize.
Yeah.
So the only thing as a modification that they allowed me to do yesterday, I'd just stand behind him, hold the corner of his belt.
Yeah.
And he stood up and deadlifted all 3 attempts successfully.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
And on the last one, had to be a special moment for Josh.
Yeah.
Everyone in the room was chanting his name.
That's awesome, man.
That gives you goosebumps.
Yeah,
Just
man.
talking about-
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much all day long. They kept things in check, but there was moments where Coach was quite emotional.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, we love it, man. There's so like we talked about before this, there's levels to sports, there's layers to it. And the emotional, the passion. That's why we're doing what we're doing, man. We love it. And to see, as a coach, I coached for 10 years before we started doing all this, man. So as a coach, I know what it means to see your players go and do something and succeed. So that's awesome, man.
Because if you rewind a year ago today, our regional competition was not what you would call successful. We qualified.
Yeah.
It was a very emotional day.
Right.
A lot of letdown last year, and to see them go back to this, it was at the same site, same place. Yeah. To see them go back and right all the wrongs from last year.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Bub, like you said, gives you goosebumps, man. Like these types of stories, dude.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, that's why you do the sports. You wait for those memories to happen and everything, and then there's something that lasts a lifetime. So I think it's pretty cool to see or hear something like that.
Yeah, it's awesome. You mentioned next gen powerlifting. I've done some powerlifting as well. Obviously, we talked about that. Bub also went on his own fitness journey as well. Bub here's lost over 215 pounds. 207. I'm sorry. Bub here's lost roughly 207 pounds, and he went on his own experience, and it's his journey was incredible too, man. So I love hearing about what you guys have done, what you're doing,
that's very similar to my own.
Okay.
Not too many people know this, but I started off over 380 pounds.
Yeah. Wow.
And I got close to like your brother here.
Yeah.
Goes close to 200 pounds, and I started adding muscle back on.
Yeah.
It's almost like an addiction.
Yeah,
once you
man.
start losing it.
It is.
Yeah, it is. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give David here a moment, man. Someone that's tooted your horn from the beginning, man. David's been on board from the get-go. David has been saying, Coach Kev's the guy. Coach Kev, what was it about Coach Kev that made you think he was the one for the job, David?
Well, Courtney's been asking about powerlifting team, and she was offering it, and she told me that she was waiting for a coach.
Yeah.
So I reached out to Kev and said, would you be interested in coaching a powerlifting team? And he reached out to Courtney, and right away he jumped on.
Yeah. Now you're talking about, is it Courtney Davis?
Yeah,
Courtney
Davis.
Davis. She's the kind of the program director, if you would, program coordinator. Yeah. So she's been instrumental in this as well. But so she trusted you enough to take you up on your word and what you had to say and reach out. That's awesome. That's awesome. So what made you, what do you think made her trust your word so much, David? I got to know.
Well,
are you an honest guy, David?
I'm honest. I don't know. I mean, she just offered it to people.
I love it. And And you had a solution to the problem.
I mean, he's talked to me during work and stuff and told me about all of his records and his trophies. And stuff. And she offered it that
cool.
She needed a coach. And I said, well, I know somebody would probably be interested in.
Yeah.
And I reached out to him. He reached out to Courtney Davis.
All right. Well, cool. Coach, I'm sure that what you're doing now means more to you than any trophy or any record and all that, man. I'm sure. But that's cool, man. That's awesome.
I get more joy and justification out of any lift they perform than I've ever performed.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's a good coach, man. Your coach has your back.
Yeah.
That's cool. David.
Yesterday,
let's go into
bench press wasn't too well,
Okay, talk to me about the bench press. What was going on bench press, David?
I don't know. The bar was a little awkward. I couldn't get my hands in the right for position. And on top of that, I had problems keeping my foot on the floor.
Okay.
And I attempted all 3 lifts, and I didn't get it.
Okay.
You got one.
Well, I got one, but it was two white lights.
Okay.
One red light.
Okay.
I got that one.
Okay.
And then I was like, well, I'm just gonna, this set off my shoulder. You
yeah.
know? I got dads coming up,
Yeah.
And then basically I attempted my 2 and deadlifts, and then out of nowhere, he said, yeah, your last attempt's coming up here. I was like, how much? 305 pounds.
Dang! Okay, David. Okay, let's go, David.
And, what did I tell you before you walked up?
Rushed it, David.
He says, big dog, grip on it and pull it up with all your strength, and don't let it bug you.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Coach, anything else you mentioned, or was that pretty much it? Was that the gist of it?
Before he walked up there that I believed in him.
Yeah.
He told me that too.
Yeah.
Now you mention it.
Yeah, now that you mention it, Coach believes in you.
I don't believe it. I can't remember half the stuff. I just go up there and do it.
Yay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what all the greatest power lifters do.
Yes.
You don't think, you just go up to the platform.
Yeah, just go up there and just do it.
Yeah, just go up and do it.
Of it.
Hey,
if there's any doubt when you climb under the bar, it's over.
It's exactly. That's awesome. Yeah, if you're thinking about it, it's over. Yeah, the weight won. The weight won.
Now 305 was in PR.
Yeah, PR.
Awesome.
PR on a big stage, man. That we call that clutch.
2 years ago, he said, "My dream is to lift 300." And
yeah.
I accomplished his dream yesterday.
You're
correct, Kev.
When was this? A year? 2 years ago. Man, come on, man! I just grabbed my cup, David. We love it, David. That's awesome, David. Shout out, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
you're crushing it.
I really love it.
Yeah. So powerlifting's your favorite sport, obviously.
Powerlifting is my favorite sport.
Okay.
I'm not basketball and cornhole and
yeah.
Well, football. I like flag football, but of course, out of all of them, it's powerlifting.
Okay. Well, we call that. So, David, you play all those sports, right?
Oh, yes, correct, sir.
Okay. And we call that a multi-sport athlete. And we are big fans of the multi-sport athlete on this show, even though my brother Bubba was never talented enough to do anything other than play football. We love multi-sport athletes, man.
I can't believe it.
We love the multi-sport athletes. You said you were a better athlete than me in our reel this week, man. You were a better football player.
You have one job and I'll do it well.
Yeah, man. Jack of all trades here. But David, man, crushing it. So what's your favorite thing about powerlifting? What is it that you just love about powerlifting?
Just the general rush and all.
Yeah.
Just when you get up there and you're not ready just to lift, and you got the whole crowd around you, or you're just your teammates.
Yeah.
You're just at practice.
Yeah.
And of course, Coach never tells me what he puts on the bar.
I love that, Coach.
That's a good
just go up there and just grip it with all your might. And just pull.
I might have done that a few times.
He loads the bar up and says, "I believe in you, David." I love it, man. I love it. So you did. You said you PR'd yesterday on the deadlift.
Correct.
That's awesome. So you go up to the bar, you grip it, you rip it, you know what's going on. All of the things leading up to this event, though.
Yes,
everything leading up to it.
Everything was leading up to it. It was really, really emotional at the end
Yeah.
because every lifter on up to me, he's there just tearing up.
Yeah.
And once I get up there and I pull that, and I see him just to jump up and you know, celebrating on that lift, and everybody in the back is saying, "Get it, David, get it, pull it." You know, that was just a celebration. You know, I just loved it. It was like a Christmas.
It doesn't get any better than Christmas, man. Yeah.
It's like a Christmas gift.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I love that you compared it to Christmas. I love that, man. It doesn't get any better. It really doesn't. You get up there and you accomplish something that you're not sure you can do. And yeah, I see it, man. You're in it for the rush. That's why I loved it. That's why I loved it. You get under that bar and you press something you didn't think you could press. You pull something you didn't think you could pull. It's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome.
They didn't even know it was on there.
Yeah. Or they didn't even know it was on there. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what he's getting very, very good about that.
Well, I can tell you right now, your coach is an honest man because I'd have been like, "Hey, David, you just did 6:15, brother. Congrats, man."
If he said that, my mind would be blown.
Hey, maybe one day. Who's your?
I already said that.
Do you have a favorite power lifter? Or a favorite power lifter of all time? Like, what do you, anything like that? I like
Coach Kevin. He kind of, moves me. You know? And then I watch like videos like Eddie, and who's the other?
Who else? Who else, Andrea? Trav don't know. Producer Trav don't know. Okay.
Shaw.
Brian Shaw? Brian Shaw?
Brian Shaw.
Strongman?
Yeah, Brian Shaw sent him autographed pictures.
The greatest
strongman, Brian Shaw.
Oh my God.
That's freaking awesome, David.
Yes.
You have his autograph?
Yes.
That's awesome. That's incredible. Once again, Trav has no idea who we're talking about.
Trav, we'll show you later.
We'll tell you later, Trav. That's awesome. That's incredible. Coach Kev, so you've been on quite a journey as well. Excuse me. Who's some of your influences been through all this? Man, you have a favorite bodybuilder, power lifter? I figured you did. You look like you did.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
My go-to is Jay Cutler.
Okay. The man to dethrone Ronnie Coleman. Okay.
And probably my favorite part about him is like his bodybuilding career is over.
Yeah.
But you still see videos on the daily. He's still hitting.
He's in great shape, man. Unfortunately, Ronnie's body just didn't hold up.
Man, he just done too much destruction to it.
Yeah, man. But he was just wreaking havoc on his body. But Jay's held up pretty well. Yeah, he's held up pretty well. Jay, I was getting ready to do a bodybuilding competition I was really excited about in Cleveland, and Jay was going to be the guest poser at the show. And I was so stoked. It was going to be one of his last guest posing. Yeah. Unfortunately, it got canceled due to COVID. I had trained, dieted all of it for like 14 weeks, man. It was tough. I got canceled 2 weeks out. You remember that, Bo?
Yeah, you ate the Oreos.
I ate the Oreos. Hey, they canceled it on a Friday. I was like, bro, then more because they canceled it on a Friday. It was like 9 days out and they canceled it. And I did. I snacked on the Oreos and I told my now wife, Kendall, I was like, we're going to Chipotle, girl. It's on. So yeah, it's awesome to see that you got the same influences that I had, kind of, man. That's great. All right, Kelton, the man. He's got the mic. Fine. I'm excited to hear from Kelton. David, you were talking. Kelton was actually smiling over there. Kelton, you got a great smile, man. I can't wait to hear your story, man. Let's hear from you. Talk to me a little bit about talk to me, first of all, what sports are you interested in? What do you play?
Football, baseball, powerlifting, cornhole, and basketball. So that's 4 more than Bubba can do. And that's awesome. I love that. Which one's your favorite? He deserved it, David. He deserved it. What's that? Powerlifting as well. Cool. What is it about powerlifting that you really enjoy, Dave? Or not David? I'm sorry, Kelton. We had heard from David. People cheering for you and everything.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, it kind of gives you the same thrill. The same. David called it a rush, but like a thrill for you.
Yeah,
that's cool. How did yesterday go for you, Kelton?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. What types of you had 3 lifts in bench, 3 in deadlift. How did you do on those 6 lifts altogether?
I got
2 in bench press, and the other one fell on me.
Okay. Poor Kelton, man.
Well, he got about 3/4 of the way.
Okay.
And then it came down, rolled down on him.
Oh.
And they had to take it off.
Okay. So you got some sore ribs today? You got sore chest? None of that? You little bit?
Most of my back's hurting.
Okay. You mind if I ask how much weight how much weight did you accomplish first and foremost? Your second lift.
How much weight was on there?
So, he's asking Coach Kevin again. I love this, Coach.
He puts it on there. He don't tell you.
Yeah. Hey, I love it.
On the bench.
He knows for you.
He finished at 155.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Good job, man. That's great.
He absolutely, well, not on his own, but he didn't know what was going to be on there, like he's telling you.
Yeah.
But he absolutely annihilated his bench PR. He went from
smoked it. We love it. Kelton.
He went from 245 last year to 295 yesterday.
Nice.
That was deadlift.
Deadlift.
Yeah, he added 50 pounds.
50 pounds to your deadlift, man. 245 to 295 in a year's time.
In a year's time.
That's big time, man.
That's at 15 years old.
At 15 years old,
that's awesome,
be a
man.
monster.
Yeah,
that's awesome, Kelton.
That's awesome. Do you plan to outlift David?
Yeah.
No hesitation.
Sir, that ain't gonna happen, buddy. That's a rivalry. I'm calling you out.
Oh,
a little 15 here.
Oh.
And I think
out, sir.
Okay, Coach, I'm sorry for what I've done.
No, I think a lot of times he thinks I'm the hardest on him.
Yeah,
because I see the most potential in him.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, that's awesome, man. A coach that's hard on you, bub. We love a coach that's hard on you to some degree, right?
Like, well, yeah. I mean, you want a coach that kind of, if a coach isn't being hard on you, it feels like he's kind of giving up on you.
Yeah,
you want a coach that rides you.
Kelton has the ability to let the wrong comment fly at the wrong time, and then buy his teammates a little harder workout sometimes.
Okay. Okay. Hey, I too have done that, Kelton. Will you tell me? Will you tell me a story about that?
Shaking your head. You do it plenty of times.
Yes, I do it plenty of times. Hey, that ain't enough weight, Coach. Throw some more on.
Hey, it happens, man. It happens, David.
That wasn't hard.
Yeah.
And so then it just buys an extra half hour, 45 minutes.
It wasn't hard.
And now it's on camera, Coach. Now it's on camera. So whatever that next workout is, be sure to send it our way when you're done with it, please. I hope so. Kelton, man, I love it. All right. So Kelton's not afraid to say what he thinks. But so what do you think though when your coaches aren't afraid to tell you what they think when you're being coached hard and when they're pushing you? Do you like that? Do you not like that? What do you think, man?
I really don't care.
You don't care.
I just show up and do it.
Show up and do it, man.
Just get the job done.
Kelton,
half the battle showing up, ain't
bro. Keeping it simple, and that's the easiest way to lift. Honestly, you guys are power lifters. That's the easiest way to lift. You know, and that's awesome. Aside from powerlifting, what's your favorite sport, Kelton?
Baseball.
Baseball. Okay. What position?
I do pitcher.
You're a pitcher? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. I like that. All right. David, for just a moment here, Kelton might pass it back over to you. What's your favorite sport other than powerlifting?
Well, I would have to say flag football.
Flag football?
In high school, I played football.
Okay.
Some and
I did
a little bit of high school wrestling too.
Okay.
Okay. Where I went to school was Chillicothe High School.
Okay. Awesome. You're a Cavalier.
Correct.
All right. I've got the Cavalier, not Chillicothe, but we got the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, come on, man.
I know. I'm feeling the same way. They were struggling in Game 7 before we came down here. I too was regretting these decisions, David. I'm gonna go lie to you. But hey, you're a Cavalier. We love that, man. And so what is it about flag football? What position you play in flag football?
I mean, where I did what was it? I can't remember.
You were
I was
quarterback?
center. I was center.
You were slinging it? You were quarterback?
I was center.
You were
I was center.
How'd you not know? He was
I was center. I mean, quarterback behind me. I mean, I was center.
Kind of can't get one without the other there.
I mean,
I love it. Okay. So I would just call you guys a dynamic duo. You play all these sports together then, right? Okay. And
I mean, KK kind of, shouted me out, man. I want to do this if you'll do it.
And that's kind of been the best part about this 2-year period here is the camaraderie, and they're literally brothers.
The bond.
Yeah.
The bond
Yeah.
they have grown in these 2 years.
Yeah. Coach, talk to me, because obviously we've got a little bit of an age gap here between these two athletes. So we got Kelton here. Kelton, you're 15 right now, and then we got David, who's 38. So talk to us. What goes into what qualifies an athlete to be able to compete and all this, and talk to me about some of those things if you don't mind.
Yeah. Just to have some form of disability, and then obviously they have to reside in the county.
Right. Sure. Yeah.
And
Of course.
Our team. But I mean, am I leaving anything out?
No age requirements or anything like that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Can't start until they're
Like 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So athletes with a disability who reside in the area can begin as early as 8 years old.
Yeah.
But with powerlifting, 14 years old. So so that's great.
Which
And
is like high school, right? Like,
yeah. I mean,
right?
very similar, and it gives
Yeah,
these
it's
athletes a chance
really
to get out and
different
compete.
dynamics. I mean, you'd be really amazed at just the way they conduct themselves with each other.
Yeah.
The way they I think we can all learn a little something.
Yeah.
From the way they talk to one another, the way that they treat each other.
Right.
If the world would do that, I think it'd be a different place.
That's a big time message, man. That's a big time messaging. I agree. I wish the world could sit down and do what we're doing and have a good conversation with one another. You know what I mean? It'd be awesome.
Yeah, like yesterday, there's 21 counties there.
Wow.
Around that. And
Yeah. Where was this at? Do you mind if I ask? I'm going to ask details. Talk to me about the meet. So where was this at?
Yeah, Weststone High School.
Okay.
And Columbus.
Okay.
So,
Okay. You guys took a trip yesterday, man. A little
Yes,
journey.
very long trip.
and for anyone that really have never been to a power meet,
Yeah.
and you get that many counties together, it's a rather long day.
Yeah. That's
we-
incredibly competitive. It's
by the
super
time
long.
weigh-ins were over, we had to be up there by 8:15 in the morning for weigh-ins.
Yeah.
Start lifting around 9.
Yeah.
And we were just the first segment,
Right.
and we were supposed to be done by 1. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
And
Right.
It was more 3:00, and then they were starting the second segment with more counties. So
Yeah. Just kept.
I can
Yeah.
only imagine how late they were up there.
Yeah.
That's
And they only had 2 judges.
for the whole event.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
Oh my.
That's tough.
They had
21
spotters,
counties.
but
2.
there was only 2 actual judges for
Mhm.
both segments.
Yeah.
So they had a long day.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a tough day to be judging too.
But I mean,
But a great day
kids
altogether,
after-
though.
I'm hard to call them kids.
Yeah.
Because you got such a variety of ages.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
But adults.
Yeah,
let's just say that.
yeah.
One after the other, ultra complimentary,
Yeah.
not a negative thing going around in the room.
Right.
It's just a great environment.
Yeah. You can't beat that.
No.
You can't beat that in a gym, in that setting, a fitness setting. You can't beat in an environment where you're surrounded by people
Yeah.
who are going to do nothing but
Yeah,
empower
if,
one another.
I mean, if one guy didn't get one,
Yeah.
if there was one guy over there, there was two over there.
Yeah.
Telling me it was a great try.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that, man. It really doesn't. And I think, like you said, I think that's what all of sports should be about. And in a perfect world, that's what the world would be about.
David left this little part out. I think he's not trying to toot his own horn.
David, toot your horn.
But
Toot your horn, David. Come on, David.
We had a first time competitor that's on David's team.
Okay.
Correct.
Caleb.
Caleb. Oh
And-
yeah, he called me out
And
big
he-
time.
and he had
Oh,
a-
what happened to
Hey,
this friendly
hey,
thing, David?
It wasn't too
Well-
friendly. It wasn't too friendly. I mean, he
What?
sat up there and just pulled 300 right after I just pulled 305.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
That's
And,
not fair.
Yeah.
But David, what did Caleb say to you?
He said, you're very, very instrumental to me.
He said you were his-
Inspirational.
Yeah, he said
He
you
called
were
you
his-
inspirational. That's
Yeah.
awesome, David.
You were his inspiration.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just,
And Caleb went on to take first in the state.
Wow.
Dang. That is
Wow.
yes.
How's that make you feel, David?
It makes me feel real wonderful.
good for him.
That's
That should
awesome,
mean
man.
a lot to you.
Yeah,
Yes,
dude.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to thank you guys for this platform just
Mhm.
to get the word out about Special Olympics and,
Oh.
and the effect it has on so many lives.
Yeah. This is awesome. First of all, this has been some of the greatest conversation that we've had.
Oh, yeah.
I've loved having the opportunity to talk to you guys. So thank you for coming down to the basement here and making this whole thing go with us. This has been awesome. Like I said, I talked to Andrea here a little bit before we got started, Bub, the celebrity game. And I was trying to get with you and trying to figure out a way to schedule a day around work at the time where we could get there. We're going to be there next year. I'm going to go on camera and tell you guys right now, the Celebrity All-Star Game we're going to be at next year. Powerlifting as well, Coach.
June 28th. Through the 30th.
Okay.
Up at OSU.
Yeah.
That's where they're going for their state championship.
State championship.
Correct.
All right. Okay. We'll see.
I'm going higher than 305. I guarantee that. I'm working for it.
You're going higher than 305?
I'm going for it.
All right. Well, Kelton's going higher than you, David. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Kelton's not going to outlift you. You got it. You got it.
June 1st at Circleville High School.
Okay. That was another thing I was going to ask you. Talk to me. You guys train multiple places. I think I saw you guys over at AP Prep, maybe at the YMCA some.
Yeah, year one, we kind of was at the YMCA.
Yeah.
And with the level of people that come in at the YMCA,
it's
just tough to get them one-on-one.
It is. Yeah, great YMCA here in town, but it's not conducive to what y'all were trying to do. I could see that. 100%.
Year two, AE Prep opened their doors to us.
That's awesome.
And it's literally at a time when no one else is in there.
Yeah.
So we get the entire facility to ourselves. And I
That's
get a lot
great.
of one-on-one time with them.
Just pure focus.
Yeah.
It's pure focus.
Yeah.
And
that's awesome.
We had to have them put their music away, but
hey, I gotta know who's abusing the music, coaches. And what are these two?
The big thing these days is just deciding on one genre of music.
What kind of genre of music you trying to listen to, David? What do you want to listen to when you're lifting?
Well,
You're a Taylor Swift guy.
I like to lift like
You're a Taylor
heavy
Swift
metal.
guy.
You know, it kind of pumps him up and want to lift. You know, it's just a general rush.
Okay.
Rap guy.
Oh,
okay. Kelton,
yeah, kind of likes the rap.
Kelton, you like the rap?
No, I don't like
What do you like to listen to?
this rap music. I listen to all of it.
Okay. Kelton's an
Yeah.
everything guy, man. I listen to a little bit of everything when I work out too. So I could have
the playlist
Eminem,
all
Frank
over the place
Sinatra
for-
on the same playlist. It don't
Oh, I'll
matter.
listen to Taylor Swift while I'm working.
Oh, 100%, bro.
Oh, boo!
Hey,
with
come
that.
on now. This is a family show, David. This is a family show. No, hey, I like to relax when I work out, but that's what it does for me. It relaxes me. I'm so high strung all the time. And these guys love that thrill and that rush. So I could see it, man. I could see it. And that's what makes it such a fun sport.
It
The
is, it is.
differences and the nuances that go into it,
Yeah,
man.
there's so many different methods of training in there.
All of it. That's another part too. We got to talk a whole show on the methods of training. Yeah, that'd be fun. Oh, Coach Kev, we love Coach Kev here. Dave, if you'd stop rocking the boat, we'd love you too, David. But
Oh,
Hey,
come on,
hey, would you
now.
come, David? We do love you here. Thank you for joining us, man. We appreciate what
No
you're
problem. I
doing.
appreciate you.
Yeah, you're crushing it. What do you have any goals going ahead to June 28th to June 30th? You said Ohio State. Is that what you said? Okay.
Well,
Are you excited to train in the Buckeyes facilities?
yeah.
That'll
that's
be that'll be
excited.
sick.
That is
You know,
awesome.
I've been there before. Kind of felt a little bit, but I'm excited to be back.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and hoping to
Is there a number in your head?
say about 315.
Let's go.
maybe
That's what I was
more.
hoping.
All
to
right.
hear.
Maybe more.
Okay,
315.
so
We'll try in practices. We'll see.
So will you get to compete on the bench as well in that event?
Yeah.
Okay. So he'll still. So even though bench
as
we
long
had
as
a
they
little
got
bit of
one
a fight with.
successful attempt, they qualify.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's awesome. Hey, that's why you get that first attempt, and then a coach starts stacking on weight for 2 and 3. You ain't worried about it.
I ain't worried about it. He's good
Ain't
about
worried
that.
about it.
but, you know,
We love it. We trust Coach Kev, and he believes in you, man. And that's
yeah,
what makes the whole
very-
thing
He believes
go.
in me a lot.
That's what makes the whole thing go. If you believe in the people you're with, the people you're surrounded by, the people you're working with, everything goes, man. You guys are doing that. So that's awesome. Kelton, pass it over to Kelton there, Dave. But Kelton, thank you for joining us, man. We appreciate it. And I know that you're a man of many words, but we appreciate you taking the time to trash talk, David. We love that.
It's a
We
great
love that.
banner.
I
And
like anytime I
So David here's 38. Before we go, I got to know, what age will you be outlifting David?
hopefully 16.
Oh, all right, David, you got to keep at it, David.
Definitely, sir.
16.
Yeah, Dave, I think
He's
he
got.
just called you
Hey,
old.
Yeah,
Hey.
when do you turn 16?
hey, David,
May 15th.
I got faith in you.
Oh,
Hey, I believe
and
in
I'm
you.
2 weeks.
I believe in you. I
His
got you.
birthday's just what, 6 days before mine?
Hey,
I'm
that's
May
awesome.
21st.
All right,
Yeah, I
Bob, May
mean, Dave's
21st.
only 10 pounds ahead of you now, right?
Okay, okay.
Oh. I'm raising it, buddy. I'm raising it.
Hey, how awesome would it be for you to compete at the same weight and the same platform as David, man? Would that be awesome? That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. That's awesome. Yeah. Hey,
Exactly.
as long as you outlift yourself and as long as he outlifts himself, we're good. Yeah. Set PRs every week.
Yeah,
man. That's powerlifting.
The biggest message I can give you guys going forward, it's not about the medals you can bring away. It's not about the trophies. It's about the numbers that you'll always remember. There's trophies going to fall apart, man.
Yeah.
But you'll always remember that PR number later in life.
Yeah. And hanging out with your teammates and doing the fun things you guys are doing and going to compete at Ohio State, man. It
was a blast last year, and I know they're looking forward to another fun weekend.
Yeah.
Looking forward to all the people.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I too, little introverted, believe it or not. I respect it. Which one of you two was abusing music now? Go. David.
Oh man, they were good.
Go ahead.
I don't abuse music.
Okay. Well, how did the music get out of hand, David? How did the music get out of hand?
And the ones that abuse the music is they would constantly pull their phones out of their pocket.
Okay.
Constantly mess with their phone.
Okay.
When you're
So
supposed to pay attention
it was
to
the music that turned to
instructions.
Facebook or texting.
Yeah,
Okay.
When you gotta
Trading
have
thumbs.
sometimes you're not
Trading
really paying
thumbs.
attention to-
Yeah,
I
make
love
a new
it.
playlist if you gotta change the song.
And that, I mean,
Yeah.
constantly they were doing selfies when they're supposed to listen to the coach's
So you-
instructions.
So you agree with Coach Kev on saying, "Hey, we're gonna put the phones away." You agree
Correct.
with Coach Kev?
Correct.
You agree with a little bit of hard coaching. We love that. Well, David, Kelton, thank you guys for joining us. You guys have been incredible, and we are wishing you all the best, man.
Absolutely.
Bub, I mean, these guys are awesome.
What day is it? They go to state June
28th to
28th.
30th.
June 28th.
Okay.
Okay. Did you say 28th through the 30th? Is there
Yeah.
a kind of a weekend thing? Okay. 28th through the 30th.
Yeah, they
they're-
typically weigh in on a Saturday, compete on a Sunday.
Okay. That's nice. Got a little rebound after that
Yeah.
too. That's really nice.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, good for you guys, man. We're wishing you the best. We're rooting for you, and hopefully we can get up that way.
Yeah.
That'd be
Oh,
awesome.
that'd
That would be
be
awesome if we
incredible.
could. If we could, we'd love to. So, stay tuned. Who knows? We might end up in the Buckeye world, Bub, in the 614. So guys, good luck there. Coach Kev, good luck, and thank you
thank
for
you,
what you're
guys.
doing, man.
Appreciate it.
Coach Kev's doing incredible work. It sounds like,
Yes, sir.
and we love the guys that are going out of their way to do awesome work in our community, man. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Trav, thank you for doing what you do. You've been a great producer this evening. And Mama Bear, Andrea Downs, she helped us set this whole thing up. She helped us
Absolutely.
make this thing go this
Yeah,
evening,
thank you for
bub.
making this happen.
She joined us this evening. So we gotta give a special thanks to her for helping us out and helping you guys out doing what Mama Bear does. What's the best thing Mama Bear does for you, David?
Oh,
One
calm me
one
down
thing.
when I'm really, really frustrated.
Okay. All right. That's important in powerlifting, man.
Very important.
All right. Kelton, what's the best thing Mama Bear does for you?
Being my mom.
Being your mom. That's
Well,
pretty
That's-
important.
Yeah,
That's
the
pretty
best answer of
important.
the day.
That
I was
is
gonna
the
say,
answer of the day, and that was the
100%.
quickest answer of the day. Shout out to moms. We got Mother's Day coming up. It's Cinco de Mayo today, but next Sunday will be Mother's Day. So shout out to all the moms. Kelton, thank you for bringing that up. We love that. All right. Thank you for joining us here on episode 41, Coach. We appreciate it. Athletes, we appreciate it. Trav, Bub, Andrea, we appreciate it as always. Bub, before we go, we ask you every single week, do you have anything else for the world, for the 740?
I do.
Anyone here? I can't wait.
I am a multi-sport athlete.
Yeah.
I was once in a powerlifting competition in Grove City, and I took first in bench press. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Or not Grove City,
Bro.
Colgrave. I don't know why I
Nice
said Grove City.
I don't know.
Colgrave.
Colgrave.
I've done that my whole life.
I don't know why you've done that.
And Crown City, Crown
Look at
City,
the map.
Grove City, and Colgrave. They all get.
Geography
my
wasn't
head.
your thing, but you could lift weight.
Yeah.
Hey, he just
But
showed up and
I'm
did it,
just saying.
David. He just showed up and did
I
it.
did. I never
Yeah, that's what
powerlifted
you
in my
need
life.
to
I just
do.
showed up and did it.
All right.
And
Oh, there you go.
Do you remember your weight?
He's a natural.
Yep. I did 315. I was the end of my freshman year.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay. Hey, David. Competition here. Did you hear that? He's
Yeah,
calling
I
you
hear
out.
it. I
He's
hear
calling
it.
you out. Hey, well,
I
thank you
can't
for
do that anymore.
Tell
Oh,
him
but
to
I get
come down
humble.
and
I get
lift
humbled
14
in the gym.
times.
Hey,
I get humbled in the
we
gym.
would love that. We would love that. Bub's lost all that weight. He
Uh-huh.
can't hang with you now. He can't hang with you now, David. I
Oh,
promise
bring
you.
it on, brother.
do a lift off.
I don't want that.
I gotta
smoke.
lift off. I gotta lift off. If AP prep will make it happen, we
I've already got a
one ready.
5K. I can't just be throwing
right,
my back
cool.
out there and
Hey.
deadlift too.
That's it for you, bub?
That's all I got today.
All right, bub. We appreciate it. We love it here. As always, thank you for joining us here on episode 41 of the 740 Sports Show. If you feel like it, take the time to like, follow, subscribe, do all the fun things that help kind of make this thing go. And we do appreciate it. So until next time, take it upon yourself to make life better for every single person you meet. If everyone did that, the world would be a better place.
Absolutely.
All right. As always, thank you for joining us right here on the 740 Sports Show.
Bye.